All right. And it should be peaches and gravy. And I think it is. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the weekly reaction to Unordinary and Jungle Juice. Yeah, we got something good. We got something really good tonight. I can tell. So, last time on Unordinary, we basically got Blake and Ison versus Charlie and his crew. Like I said, happened a lot sooner than I thought it would, and I thought that it was going to be at least be Remy or Cameron who I thought it was really going to be Cameron who was going to take down Charlie. But it was Blake and Ison. But more on that in a bit. They took down Charlie and his goons. They helped Jace. They helped the two vigilantes that we've met before, which we got their names of Jace and Lena. Jace has the ability Iron Knuckle, and Lena has Fleet Step. But so they helped him out. They really kind of just they put belt to ass basically. So yeah, there was that. Afterwards, though, they tied up all the goons. Remy and Kuyo did show up, and Kuyo was basically just like, great, like you guys, like good job, but we're this is kind of a bad mood. Welcome, Solo, welcome. Happy birthday to your dad. But yeah, and so after that, Remy was kind of like, what was I saying? Anyway, so yeah, but they were basically kind of like, we're gonna have to leave now. We have to bail, and also we have to take care of these guys because they're probably gonna turn us in. And Remy was just like, and Remy was just like, no, we can trust them because they were like, we're not gonna tell anyone, we promise. And they were like, and Ison was like, we're like drug dealers, right? Like, you know what the news has been saying about us. They're like, but we don't really believe that because you guys have helped us before, especially you, X-Ray. And Remy basically just said like we're gonna have they're gonna find us either way. Like, we need to stand our ground for as long as we can. Like, we need to show them that we're not getting taken out lightly. So yeah, so they basically had a conversation. And Remy did warn them. She didn't say exactly the whole 100% thing, but she told them hey, there's amplifiers out on the street. That is why these villains are stronger than their records show. So be aware of that. Also, anytime you think Ember is involved, or anytime you get stay away from Ember, they're going to kill you on the spot. They will not hesitate. And she told them, she didn't tell them who Ember was 100%, but she said Ember's the distributor of the amplifiers. As soon as you think that they're there, you need to leave. Get out. They're like, oh, okay. Cool. Thanks for letting us know. Later. So they left, and then they dealt with Charlie. And Kuyo pulled up to Charlie, slapped him around a bit to wake him up. And was just like, hey, Charlie, so here's the deal. You've seen what we're capable of, and we've been watching you too. You're not going to report us. You're going to work with us. And we'll let you keep everything running here in Brannish. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, yo, Kuyo, no, he's extorting people, bro. Ooh, probably so though. Yeah. That's another thing I guess we might follow up on soonish. Grayson, because wait. No, I don't think Keon. I was gonna say it's been a week, so Grayson might be out of time, but I don't think Keon gave him an exact day. He just basically said make your decision soon, otherwise we will make it for you. Yeah, I don't think Keon gave him an exact time frame as to when he had to come in to for everything. All right, we are live. So let's get into this. Here we go. Town of Brannish. Parental advisory, strong language. You're a criminal? So Kuyo, up to Charlie again, his blade in the wall. You're a criminal, and we're criminals. So why don't we team up and run this town together? With us on your side, no one will be able to challenge us. You got it, boss. Remy's got to say something. Like, Remy's not down with that, is she? Here's one of our master suites. One of you can stay here. Hey, this hotel wasn't nearly as nice when I last saw it. Okay, so is this Waldo's place? Is this Waldo's place? And Remy's just cool with this, I guess. Did you do some redecorating, Charlie? Remy, if it's not as nice as the last... What do you think, Remy? What kind of question is that? He's probably going to say, like, yeah, the Bureau's been giving me some money. You noticed. I've always had a good eye for interior design. And Ison just falls over on the bed. I haven't slept in a bed in weeks. Almost forgot what it felt like. Good night. Don't you want to see the rest of the place? My arm hurts like hell. I'm going to sleep. Bye. All right, get some rest. And Charlie looks at Kuya's like, my arm hurts too. Can I go to bed? And Kuya just looks at him like, why don't you be a good host and finish the tour? Yes, sir. So they go to ground level? Floor G, I think that's ground level. So stairs and a super ominous, like, looking door. This is our newest installment. It's a lab. Wait. No. Wait. We're still setting up. But here's where we plan to do some research. Wait. Does Charlie have the recipe for amplifiers? Impressive. You even have a lab. There really isn't much here yet. Just some basic ingredients. I can try making some healing tonics here. Just curious. What were you planning on cooking here? Well, an amplifier, perhaps? How did you... Well, you aren't the first street boss who's tied to it. Unfortunately, it's not exactly doable for normies like us. But I like the way you think. Shit! Can he read minds too? Anything else you have to show us? Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Charlie's not 100% down with the Bureau. So he's trying to figure out how to make his own so he doesn't have to rely on them. And also, like, I don't... We only know that Charlie is the new crime boss in Brannish. We've never gotten full 100% confirmation that he's a regular client of Ember because Kuyo pointed out when Blake and him were fighting Lennon that Lennon wasn't exactly Ember's like target for amplifier distributions. So I wouldn't say it's impossible that like Charlie was able to get his hands on amplifiers without meeting up with Ember. But like I definitely do still think like he's like, you know, working with them. But like it would be interesting if like he's like not down with them, so he's trying to figure out how to make it himself so he doesn't have to rely on them. So we have another fancy looking door. Chandelier. It's like an office type me. This is my office. Big old pile of cash, and it looks like I can't tell if it's just an art piece or like a map of Brannish on the wall. What the hell? You were sitting on this much cash and you're still taxing the townspeople daily? A guy's got to pay for his remodeling project somehow. Look, I'll cut it down. How's 3 times a week? And Blyke looks at him, just glare. How about I whoop your ass 3 times a week? Once a week! Please, I need to pay my guys and get my amps. We can work it out later. Charlie, could you open these for us? The fuck? How did you find the... Wait, what did she find? What did Remy find? What did Remy see? Is she talking about the picture? Okay. Oh, a safe. Okay, so... He's got a lot of... He looks like he's got a lot of amps. He's got at least 6 amps. Okay, nope. Okay, so... Wait, no. They're not empty. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 on the first shelf. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 32 I count on the second shelf. And then... And 33 I count on the last shelf. So Charlie has... Charlie has 83 doses of amps, it seems. So let's see. Whoa. So many. Looks like a fresh supply. Blyke's not saying anything, just looking back. Charlie, when did you last meet with your dealer? 2 nights ago. Ugh, shit, I'm feeling lightheaded. These damn kids making me get up and down and walk all over the place. I'm gonna sit down. 2 nights ago. That means we have around 2 weeks till they're back again. 2 weeks to prepare and somehow fool an Ember agent, provided we don't get outed before then. We made quite a bit of noise tonight. You didn't. Blyke and Ison did. Even if Ison checked Charlie, we still don't know if his underlings are completely loyal to him. And Blyke's just ... I told you, if we're found out, it's over for us. So now we let these people walk out of here and broadcast. So now we let these people walk out of here and broadcast to the whole world where we are? What do you think ahead, genius? Ooh, Blyke, ... Charlie! Damn it, we still need him. Is he okay? He'll survive, but he's lost a lot of blood. I'll see if I can whip something up for him. So Kuyo rushes off. I hope he knows what he's doing. Oh no, Blyke, don't take amps. Blyke, don't... Guys. Project Blaine is still alive? Project Blaine is still alive? Hey. Sorry. I didn't mean to out us like this. I'm still not used to the whole fugitive thing. Don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong with helping out the vigilantes. Plus, we turned it around. And now we have an awesome place to stay. Pink! Give me a hand over here! Coming! Wait. Was the safe still open? Was the safe still open? It was. It was. I can't tell if she means it or if she's just being nice. Probably both, Blake, if we're being honest. Ever since I escaped, I felt like dead weight. And now, because of me, even more people know about us. Slams his hand on the desk. Why do I keep putting us in danger? Blake! Bro, relax. Why can't I just be useful? He looks, don't do it, Blake. Don't do it. Blake. So Remy wakes up. So bright. I fell asleep so fast last night. That's true. Yep. He would solo. Well, actually, no. Would he still be? Would he still be a 7.5 because he did level up? He's a 5. He's a 5.1 now. Do we round down? Do we round down? I think we might round. We might have to round down. So no. If my math is right, he'd actually be a 7.6. He would still 7.6 rounded down, 7.7 rounded up. So yeah. Forgot to close the curtains. She gets up. Oh well. It's about time I got up anyway. She opens the door. She sees this view of the city. The breeze is nice today. Yes, he would. This is a really cool shot of Remy. She's just like on the balcony, just like her hair's like swaying in the breeze. She looks a bit older in this one, too. For a while, a lot of things were beyond our control. We have Blake to thank for this. He confronted Charlie while the rest of us were too afraid to make a move, and gave us the perfect opportunity to infiltrate Charlie's inner circle. The Bureau thinks we're on the run. They won't immediately suspect that we're in Brannish, under Ember's watch in plain sight. I just don't understand what gives the Bureau the right to make all the rules. If anything, they should be purged and taught a lesson. Better get to work then. Remembering our conversation with Cameron, keep pushing, and one day you might be strong enough to get them off your back. Clenches her fist. ... When did I become so passive? Be more like Blake. Be fearless. I mean, you've almost died a few times, Remy. Your friends were imprisoned in more ways than one. So it's understandable. We are going to run into danger whether we like it or not. So we have to take advantage of every opening. It's our only chance of survival. And okay, so Grayed Out's just delivering food. Oh, it's Quentin! Quentin, it's you delivering today? Are you okay? Are you hurt? It's all good. Charlie seems to be in a pretty good mood today. I hardly saw any of his guys out. Really? Yeah, I guess you're right. They seem to have cleared out a lot. Where's Rosie, by the way? I haven't seen her in a while. Oh, she's moved on to a different job. Ah, bummer. It's all right. I have a feeling that things are finally about to look up for us. Unordinary episode 373. And thank you, Delimenti, Chosrito 123, Kyorin 24, and Suzuren Desu. See, it's nice that Brannish. Ooh, that's a good question, Solo. That's a good theory. That's a good theory. Because we've never we've never met Brandish's dealer, have we? We like it could easily be like Pyre or Lumens. It could be Farah. It could be Farah. But yeah. See, here's the problem though. Here's the problem. If things start looking up for Brandish, if people are out and about again, the bureau's going to take note of that. They're going to be like, "Why are people?" They're going to be like, "Why are people out and about? Like, what's going on in this city? Like, why doesn't Charlie have things under control?" Unless Remy, Kuyo, and them come up with a plan. Unless they come up with a plan, like, listen, like, on this day, like, for the next few days, Charlie's going to be monitoring the city again. Like, so stay inside. Unless they come up with a plan to, like, have Charlie, like, reinforce his dominance. Um, like, maybe that'll catch Ember off guard. Like, they won't see that. They won't see that coming, and maybe they will be able to, like, still, like, catch on to Ember. But yeah, no, like, exactly. If things get way too comfortable, the Bureau's definitely going to notice that, and the 2 weeks is going to be a lot earlier than Remy is expecting. But yeah, this was a good episode. Fuck. Project Blaine is back on the menu, boys. Project Blaine is back on the menu. No. Oh my god. I wanted this storyline, but not like this. So yeah, Charlie has 88 doses of amplifiers. Yeah, exactly, Keyshawn. Exactly. Ah, damn it. Oh no, Blake. Oh no. Okay, okay. I'm gonna say it now. Okay, well, actually, wait. I think Blake is gonna be strong and not take the amps until they clash with Ember. Until the next deal happens and they see like how. Well, yeah, Solo. We know that they are recruiting more members. Like Tariq is like most likely like Tariq is like becoming an Ember agent now. Okay, but yeah. So what? So I think Blake stays strong until Ember arrives and like everyone is like whoever it is. If it's Fury, like they are in danger. If it's Fury, actually no. If it's two people, if because they like when they were weaker, they were able to hold off Byron they were able to subdue Byron easily, and that was just Remy and Kuyo. Blake and Remy were. Oh no, I think Blake actually shot Byron that day. They were able to take care. I think Blake shot Byron that day, but they were able to take care of Byron relative. Like they were able to handle him like by themselves because he's the weakest that we've seen so far. But as soon as Fury showed up, that is absolutely where like it gets crazy. I don't think we've seen. Well, okay. Wait. I'm trying to remember if Doc actually had some of their like. I'm trying to remember if Doc had some of it, and that's how he helped Sarah get her ability back. I'm trying to remember if that's how it happened. I don't think that's what went down. Because if we're technically speaking, yes, John and Sarah took a version of one in order to get their abilities back. But yeah, Blake might be like the first one with their ability to like actually full on take an amplifier. Okay, but yeah, no, Solo. We saw Lennon take it. Wait. Okay, no. You're talking about Lennon because yeah, Lennon became a high tier with the amp. And yeah, I think you're right. I think his level was 3.5. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like that's the highest level we saw an amp go. It's like no, that is not true. Yeah. But if they handle if it's just one agent. Wait. What if it's Farah and Tarek? What if it's Farah and Tarek? That'd actually be so crazy. That'd be a rematch. Okay, but yeah, if it's just one agent, they win that relatively easy, unless it's Valerie. I don't think they're taking the amps yet solo because like this is like it's hard to gauge because we don't really know like we don't get that inside because we never really focus on the bureau for that. Uru likes to keep like what goes on at the bureau like very secretive. Like the only time we ever see like Valerie's or like Farah's like the only time we see their POV is when it's specifically relevant to the main cast. Farah visited Byron because he was directly attacked by the main cast and Kuyo. Valerie went to visit Byron. Farah visited Tarek because the prison break just happened and she was recruiting him for Ember. So like I don't know. I feel like the Bureau is still testing the waters. They're still testing the waters for the amps. They're getting the quirks out. They're like putting it. They're the lower tier districts are the guinea pigs. They're giving it to like these lower mid tier ability users. That way they can fine tune it. That way like they can like make sure that it's perfect for when they take it. So me personally, I don't think they're taking it yet. Because as we can see with Charlie, these guys are over reliant on it. Like these guys are over reliant on it. They're stockpiling it. They need to keep taking it. So yeah. I don't think they're taking it yet. But yeah, let's see. So yeah, if it's Farah and Tarek, that rematch that soon, would be crazy. If it's Valerie, they're fucked. If they're facing Vulcan again, they're absolutely screwed because like Valerie already has like nothing to lose. Valerie already has nothing to lose like going up against them. Like she knows that they know who she is. So like it would just be like, okay, like fine, like you guys like I'm not just going to use my Ember ability because they were like Valerie was still absolutely cooking Remy without using her barrier, and like Valerie was able to keep fighting. Like Valerie was never in danger of losing that fight, but it was just kind of annoying. They had to run away from her. So yeah, but like if Valerie's just like, you guys already know who I am, like I don't need to worry about you guys. So yeah, I'm using my full power. If it's Valerie, they're absolutely boned unless someone takes an amp. Unless Blake, is like, screw it, like we got to do something. But yeah. He's taking amps. Blake, why must you worry me? We also Emmett being in charge of Ember, that's a good catch, Solo. That's a good catch. Because yeah, we know that Jude knows about it, and so yeah, and he was talking with Jude about it like when they were meeting up with Keon. So yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They're like, okay, so like Leon is like, I think what was his title? Director of the Bureau. Like he 100% knows. Unless my theory about him just kind of being like a figurehead pawn for the Bureau, unless like that ends up being canon or being real, like yeah, maybe he doesn't know, but like yeah, he's regional head of the authorities. So unless it's true that like my theory, my idea that like he might just be some kind of figurehead for them, like there's no way he doesn't know. There's no way he doesn't know. Welcome, Lego. Welcome. We just finished reading up episode 373 of Unordinary. We're going to do a reread in a bit. Oh, also, guys, it has been 10 episodes. It has come to pass. Once again, my prediction was incorrect. Jane didn't show up in 10 episodes. I was wrong. I still say we're gonna see her at some point really soon, just based off of the key art that Uru posted before season 2 came back. But like my count of 10 episodes, nah, wasn't right. Wasn't right. I fumbled. Possible. Possible solo. Yeah. No, absolutely solo because so yeah, so actually yeah, no. Thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for bringing that up, Lego, because with that in mind, like yeah, like you're right. Like they do have some form of like a field training because where is it? Yeah. Because Valerie, yeah, exactly. Valerie was working with Vulcan. No, Byron about it. So yeah, right here. Okay, wait. Hello. Okay. So yeah, so bitch face, literally just a guy in an outfit. Yeah. Swing, swing. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I've been electrocuted. And then Valerie. Ah. Get up. Forgive me, I haven't gotten used to this ability yet. X. So yeah. So okay. So if we do get a Tarek and Farah rematch this quickly, that'd actually be really, really interesting. That would be really interesting. Just imagine. Oh my god, imagine. Tarek, you're trash, bro. You're not trash. You Okay. Okay. Yes, Tarek is a villain. Clearly, like he is an antagonistic force against like the main characters, our heroes, our protagonists. Um but he kind of falls in the same category as the one girl who was with Byron that day. Like he was just a guy doing his job. Like he wasn't being cruel to Byron to Blake. He wasn't like, abusive. He was just like, "Hey, like I'm going to maintain order in my prison because this is my job. Like you're going in solitaire. Like sorry." Like Byron or fucking Tarek wasn't being a dick. He was just following his job. One day these random fucking high schoolers show up and like he's like, "No, I got to maintain order. I got to like make sure my prison is secure." They fuck his shit up and he loses his job the next day. Poor Tarek, man. Poor Tarek. He was just doing his job. So yeah. So yeah. Farah, I definitely think Farah is going to be the one monitoring Tarek. But yeah. So yeah. Okay. If they go to Brannish, oh no. No, that's not easy. If it's Farah, they're in danger too. If it's Farah, they're in danger too because the reason they were able. Remy was doing okay against Farah, but the reason they were able to like overpower her and like help her is because they had Arlo's ability. What if that's when we meet Ember Agent Ash? What if that's when we also meet Ember Agent Ash? Oh no. No, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait. There's no way. There's no way. Not that soon, right? Ur would definitely tease that with key art, right? No, no way. No way. No way. I'm tired. There's no way that happens, right? No way. No, no, no way. No way. No way. Oh yeah, no. Remy. Yeah, no. The the moment that Remy sees Arlo in the cloak, she's done, bro. She's done. Also, I do think if Blake does start taking the amps, I think that's a definite death flag for Blake. Like if he starts depending on that and getting like reckless and like doing more reckless things, because don't get me wrong, it's kind of a double-edged sword that Blake did this, because yes, they were, Remy's absolutely right, they were able to penetrate Charlie's inner circle because Blake charged in. They were able to get access to this new place where they can hide out. It's a lot more comfortable, stuff like that. But because he was reckless, like they're like, yeah, more people know about them now. They have to worry about that. They have a few weeks to prepare for when Ember comes back, but also Blake is in, like, he's around amplifiers when he's already feeling weak and pathetic. So yeah, it's good that Blake did this, but it can backfire on them very quickly too. So Lego, I don't think Arlo's going to college to begin with because he already has the position with Ember, or the position with the Bureau. And the reason why so many of us think that Ember Agent Arlo is going to happen is specifically because they're trying to monitor him. They're trying to monitor him. Valerie and Farah are specifically trying to monitor him, and Valerie herself has said she wants Arlo to spend time with Farah. Like, Arlo is being turned against his friends, and like that's why so many people think that it's going to happen. Remember when we thought Zeke was going to take amps? Remember when we thought he was going to be the one to fall victim to this? Why was I right about Ember Agent, or no, why was I right about Project Blaine? No. Uh, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and do a second. Let's go ahead, pop out a reread real quick. So here we go. Town of Brannish. Still nighttime, still at Charlie's. You're a criminal, and we're criminals. So why don't we team up and run this town together? With us on your side, no one will be able to challenge us. You got it, boss. That's another thing actually. That's another thing. Charlie obviously knows that they're not the ones dealing these things, because Charlie meets with the people who do supply. I just had a really stupid thought. What if Charlie's supplier is actually Orin? Orin has the research. It's a big I know, it's a big stretch. It's a huge stretch. But what if that's the twist Uru does, where it's like, oh, you thought that I was gonna have Ember show up and there be an Ember fight. No, they're dealing with Spectra and Orem. It's much worse now. Alrighty, but here we go. Wait, I'm an idiot. Orin was working on converter technology, not amps specifically. My fault. I'm sorry. So, they're in Charlie's place. They go to a bedroom, really nice looking. Here's one of our master suites. One of you can stay here. This hotel wasn't nearly as nice when I last saw it. Did you do some redecorating, Charlie? Remy, why do you have to ask such an obvious question? I hate that. He clearly did some redecorating. You noticed. I've always had a good eye for interior design. And Ison just flops on him. I haven't slept in a bed in weeks. Almost forgot what it felt like. Good night. Don't you want to see the rest of the place? Nah, my arm hurts like hell. I'm going to sleep. Alright, get some rest. Charlie's just like, my arm hurts too. Can I go to bed? Why don't you be a good host and finish the tour? Yes, sir. So they go to ground level or somewhere. This is our newest installment, and they basically walk into a meth lab. We're still setting up, but here's where we plan to do some research. Impressive. You even have a lab. There really isn't much here yet. Just some basic ingredients. I can try making some healing tonics here. Just curious, what were you planning on cooking in here? Well, an amplifier, perhaps? How did you... Well, you aren't the first street boss who's tried it. Unfortunately, it's not exactly doable for normies like us, but I like the way you think. Shit, can he read minds too? Anything else you have to show us? So, new room, nice little office space. This is my office. What the hell? You were sitting on this much cash and you're still taxing the townspeople daily? A guy's got to pay for his remodeling project somehow. Look, I'll cut it down. How's 3 times a week? How about I whoop your ass 3 times a week? Once a week! Please, I need to pay my guys. And get my amps. We can work it out later. Charlie, could you open these for us? What the fuck? How did you find those? Beep, 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 beep. Swings it open. 88 amplifier vials. Whoa. So many. Looks like a fresh supply. And Blake's just looking. Charlie, when did you last meet with your dealer? 2 nights ago. Shit, I'm feeling lightheaded. These damn kids making me get up and down and walk all over the place. I'm gonna sit down. 2 nights ago. That means we have around 2 weeks till they're back again. 2 weeks to prepare and somehow fool an Ember agent, provided we don't get outed before then. We made quite a bit of noise tonight. Even if Ison checked Charlie, we still don't know if his underlings are completely loyal to him. Like just ... I told you if we're found out, it's over for us. So now we let these people walk out of here and broadcast to the whole world where we are? Way to think ahead, genius. ... Charlie! Damn it. We still need him. Is he okay? He'll survive, but he's lost a lot of blood. I'll see if I can whip up something for him. I hope he knows what he's doing. Hey. Sorry. I didn't mean to put us out like this. I'm still not used to this whole fugitive thing. Don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong with helping out the vigilantes. Plus, we turned it around. And now we have an awesome place to stay. Pink! Give me a hand over here! Coming! I can't tell if she means it, or if she's just being nice. Ever since I escaped, I felt like dead weight. And now because of me, even more people know about us. Slams his hand on the desk. Why do I keep putting us in danger? Why can't I just be useful? He looks over at the amplifiers. The next day, Remy in her master suite, waking up stretching. So bright. I fell asleep so fast last night, I forgot to close the curtains. Oh well, it's about time I got up anyway. She opens the door and looks at the sky spread above the city. And she relaxes on like a little gate area. I forget what it's called. It's a nice breeze today. For a while, a lot of things were beyond our control. We have Blake to thank for this. He confronted Charlie while the rest of us were too afraid to make a move. And gave us a perfect opportunity to infiltrate Charlie's inner circle. The Bureau thinks we're on the run. They won't immediately suspect we're in Brannish, under Ember's watch in plain sight. Remembering her conversation with Cameron, I just don't understand what gives the Bureau the right to make all the rules. If anything, they should be purged and taught a lesson. Better get to work then. Keep pushing, and one day you might be strong enough to get them off your back. When did I become so passive? Be more like Blake. Be fearless. We're going to run into danger whether we like it or not. So we have to take advantage of every opening. It's our only chance of survival. What Remy's saying isn't wrong. And I like what Remy's saying. I like that she is like saying like, I need to be more like we need to like take action. But that last sentence, we need to take advantage of every opening. It's our only chance of survival. I feel like that's another flag of the dark path that Remy's going down right now. That Remy's going to go down. So, Quentin walking around town. Quentin? It's you delivering today? Are you okay? Are you hurt? It's all good. Charlie seems to be in a pretty good mood today. I hardly saw any of his guys out. Really? Yeah, I guess you're right. They seem to have cleared out a lot. Where's Rosie, by the way? I haven't seen her in a while. Oh, she's moved on to a different job. Ah, what a bummer. It's alright. I have a feeling things are about to finally look up for all of us. Yeah. Things are certainly about to change. Things are certainly about to change, Quentin. Things are definitely about to change for y'all. Ah, he doesn't even know. All right. Repeat question of the day because it's so relevant again. Is Blake swiping and taking some amps? Is Blake taking amps, guys? The discussion is back on the table. Dang. Later, Solo. Is Charlie gonna... Okay. So, like... Charlie's definitely still a bad guy. But, like, him trying to figure out how to make his own amps, that definitely tells me... That tells us that he's definitely not 100% loyal to the Bureau. He's definitely trying to figure it out on himself so he doesn't have to rely on them. So... I can see Charlie actually becoming a genuine, like, not like a friend, but like I can see Charlie becoming an ally for the team, for the vigilantes at least, like for Remy, Blake, Ison, and Kuyo. But Blake swiping the amps from him, that might lead to a lot of issues. So yeah, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say. But yeah, so that was Unordinary. Let's go ahead, jump over to Jungle Juice now. So, last time on Jungle Juice, Suchan was dying, but he's okay. He did not die. He did not die. Yeah, Professor Carl Davidson noticed, like, kind of how he was looking, and he noticed it seems like the Dragonfly and Gigantia have fused to make a new species within Suchan. The things, they got Suchan's blood. So yeah. They got Suchan's blood to take back to Breeder. Suchan's passing out because he need too much oxygen. He got oxygen deficiency. Not enough oxygen in the atmosphere for him. But they made him a new. They made him some new gear, and they were like, "Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I'm thinking too, Lego." But yeah, so they were like, let's get Suchan some oxygen. So they hooked him up, and they were like, let's take it for a test drive. Here's his sparring partner, and it was none other than the GOAT Hye-sung himself. So we got Hye-sung versus Suchan. So let's get into this. Holy, no way! How is Hye-sung able to fight Suchan neck and neck? You want to learn another skill besides advanced defense mechanism? I'm afraid I don't have time for that right now. My utmost priority is to locate Bidon Lee. I think this is before, because she's been caught. And yours is to master advanced defense mechanism. You've only just gotten the hang of it, so don't get distracted. I heard you worked extra hard because you wanted to be stronger than Yusong. I also have someone I want to surpass. So please, teach me. I want to learn from you. It was certainly unexpected. Oh, wait, is this where Hye-sung got the idea for, like, second volley or whatever? Suchan-jan. I don't know what kind of new power you've gained, but Hye-sung won't be easy to defeat. Advanced Mega Pass combat technique! Hurricane Rana Sparrow Hunt. That was close. Thank goodness the equipment is undamaged. He's fast. Advanced Mega Pest combat technique. Wheel kick, flurry, locust kick. Ah, Hye-sung. I love Hye-sung so much. Those kicks were simply flawless. When did he learn that skill? Could Hye-sung really beat Suchan? No. The creators won't let him. It looks like he's finally gotten used to that oxygen level. Yeah, here comes the blackout mode. Damn it, such power. But I knew you wouldn't go down like this. You were always one step ahead of me. I used to hate chasing after you, but I don't anymore. Because I'm trying to catch up to the friend that I admire. Advanced defense mechanism of Katydid. Hold nothing back, Suchan. I'm going to show you that I can be as good as you, if not better. Suchan? Damn it. Damn. Okay, I guess Hye-sung does win. Okay. He wins by technicality. Still a win. Still a win for the GOAT. Hell yeah. Maybe his body is unable to cope with such a high oxygen level. His body needs oxygen. Suchan, yet repels it at the same time. Damn it. If this can't solve the problem, using Cinderella to get rid of his power altogether really our only option? It's too early to give up yet. Professor Ma! You said his body is repelling oxygen. If that is true, then he can borrow power from a creature. that can withstand such high oxygen levels. Ancient insects that existed in an era. Oh, more amber? More amber, maybe? When oxygen levels in the atmosphere were much higher. The blue amber contains their DNA. Use the power of ancient insects? That's not possible! Those things are no longer alive. How is Su-chan supposed to draw power from the DNA of a dead insect? Actually, I've been thinking long and hard about how Breeder was able to survive as an insect human when I had clearly killed him that day. I've gone over multiple possibilities. The one that made the most sense was that blue amber pendant he was wearing gave him the power of an ancient insect. Are you saying Breeder's complex is that of an ancient diving bell spider? It's only a hypothesis at this point, but that would explain how Breeder was able to defeat Yu Song. I know it sounds improbable, if not impossible, but if Su-chan can somehow obtain the power of an ancient insect, that may be our trump card in the battle against Breeder. I'm so lost. I used truth serum, hallucinogen, even cantharidin. But you're immune to all of them. But perhaps I should have expected as much from a predator. Except I'm not immune to pain from the shots. Do you always torture prisoners like this? Who's evil now? I'm only performing experiments on your body, so as to create an antidote to Deathstalker venom. If I can end up saving way more people, I'm willing to become even more evil. If you don't like getting jabbed, then just tell me when Pet Shop is planning to assault Nest. And how many combatants there are. Not that many left. Breeder was like, y'all are useless. I knew something was up when you said you wanted to interrogate me. You must be desperate. But why? Were you unable to get any information out of Bidon Lee? Of course you couldn't. After all, she knows nothing about Breeder. Besides, you couldn't be more wrong about all this. What makes you believe Breeder will launch an assault on Nest? That freak already has everything he wants. So Su-chan went through that transformation, just as I expected. I knew he was special. Sorry about your brother, though. It's really fine. Antonio would be satisfied if his sacrifice brought a smile to your face. Oh, it did. I'm actually elated now. Thanks for your efforts. I finally got it all. All of the blue amber buried in the Baltic. That's green. My plan is heading into its final stages. That's red and green. Is everyone ready? Yeah! All right then. Okay, she's still alive. And you're still alive. What? Man, bullshit. Shall we get going? It's time to welcome a whole new world. He's crazy. He's crazy. All right, prehistoric fun fact with an entomologist this week. Dinosaurs being pestered by insects just like we are. And the bugs were their first. When plants grew, taller insects became the first flying animals, and they were massive. Oxygen determines their size, but Of course, it's more complicated. Models on Griffinfly size overestimates their size after the Paleozoic era. What changed? In-flight copulation. You can't carry your lady if you can't catch your breath. You can't carry your lady if you can't catch your breath. They could have been so much bigger, but they chose to join the Mile High Club instead. That's insane. Like, this may be our trump card in the battle against Burrito. Like, Suchen wasn't y'all's trump card before? All right. Oh, hey, it's them. Freakazoid. Why you look like Jay? Why you look like Jaeyoung? All right. That takes care of that. So, yeah. We're boned. Anyway, question of the day for Unordinary. Did Blake swipe the amps? Is Project Blaine back on the menu for sure? And question of the day for Jungle Juice. Question of the day for Jungle Juice. What's Suchan's new complex going to be? Like, what's his Blue Amber upgrade going to be? So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming by and swinging by today. As always, everyone, see you, Space Cowboy.